Times Square in New York, packed with people, a soft target. And according to US officials, it was to be the site of the Boston Marathon bombers' next attack.
Last night we were informed by the FBI that the surviving attacker revealed that New York City was next on their list of targets. He told the FBI apparently that he and his brother had intended to drive to New York and designate additional explosives in Times Square.
This new revelation came from FBI investigators who have interrogated Dzhokhar Tsarnaev in hospital. The man they suspect of planting one of the Boston bombs told them he and his older brother made a spontaneous decision to drive to New York last Thursday, 3 days after the Boston bombing, to launch an attack. But their plan failed after the car they had hijacked needed to stop for petrol. The driver of the car escaped and called the police, sparking a massive manhunt. It ended with the death of Tamerlan Tsarnaev and the capture of his younger brother.
The two brothers had at their disposal 6 improvised explosive devices. One was a pressure cooker bomb, similar to the 2 that had exploded at the marathon. The other 5 were pipe bombs. We know that Dzhokhar was photographed in Times Square with friends on or before April 18th of 2012, and that he was in the city again in November of 2012. We don't know if those visits were related in any way to what he described as the brothers' spontaneous decision to target Times Square.
Police are investigating who Dzhokhar Tsarnaev met while he was in the city. So far, officials seem to think the brothers were radicalized by material they found on the internet, instead of through contact with any terrorist organization. But they say it is still an open question. 19-year-old Dzhokhar Tsarnaev remains in a fair condition in a Boston hospital. He has been charged with using a weapon of mass destruction and could face the death penalty if convicted. It's not yet known whether authorities plan to add charges stemming from the alleged plan to attack New York. Elsewhere in Boston, investigators continue to look for clues. The FBI has been searching a landfill site near Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's old university dorm room, where he was spotted shortly after the bombings. They are looking for receipts or bomb parts that may have been used in test explosions. Boylston Street is bustling again, open for business after being closed to the public following the bombings 10 days ago. The terror seen here could have been repeated in New York if the Tsarnaev brothers had made it to Times Square. Instead, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev continues to be questioned by police in a Boston hospital while the city begins to put the bombings behind it. Ben Wright, BBC News in Boston.